Hi everybody, welcome to Soul Horse Medicine. It has been a long time since I have posted a video of any sort. Life has taken me in some directions and twists and turns that I didn't see coming. I'm sure that sounds familiar to you all, but I'm here and wanting to connect with you and talk really quickly about something that's been coming up as I've sat with the herd today. And that is settling deep into your own inner peace as the chaos of the world whips around you. And it's something that's come up for me quite often recently. And it's had to dissolve the belief in me that things had to look a certain way, that I had to be or look a certain way for me to feel peace, for my life to be put together. Here's Ophi. And life keeps showing me over and over again that it doesn't matter what is happening on the outside. And many of you might actually think, yeah, Anna, we know it doesn't matter. We know that. But really let that sink in. It does not matter what is happening on the outside. You could have moments where you are brought to your knees. You could have situations that cause you to lose things and people in your life. You could have a whirlwind of chaos and a string of what seems like very, very bad luck. Not that I believe in luck, but those are all things that are very possible to have going on around you. And what is on the inside? How are you responding to it? How are you connected to self, right? And so as I sat here today, watching this lovely, lovely herd just soak up the sun on the most beautiful day ever. And actually, this is so perfect. See how the traffic's starting to go by? There was a lull. There was a lull that was like, wow, my inner landscape matched my outer landscape. And it was perfect because it was peaceful and it was quiet. And that's what we all want in those moments, right? But that traffic represents the world going so fast around you. And the inside of this pasture where we sit, pure peace, pure stillness, going with the moment, being in the moment. Nothing more is needed. And yet we're right by the road, right? We're right by the exact road that just sent all that noisy traffic by. And it's funny, when I first started doing sessions with people, that used to stress me out, ironically enough. So while we're on the subject, I'll share that a little bit with you. For anyone who is looking to do their own thing and has a gift to share, which I believe is all of us, but for the people, this is for you. If you're doubting yourself on what you are capable of and you have all these things that you feel like are in the way, right? I used to stress so badly about this because I thought, how in the world, I want this to be like a retreat. I want this to be where people can come and work with the herd and it's so peaceful. Right, but then what happens? They leave this driveway, they go out into the real world, and they get hit in the face with all of the chaos and the real stuff happening. So at some point when I made this realization, it was like, wait a minute, no, we're going to incorporate all of this. We're going to incorporate hearing the traffic or the neighbors shouting or the lawnmowers going or the horns honking amidst having peace within ourselves? How do we stand in a world that has become so chaotic, so scary at times, so heavy, so hard to really face, and still feel like this? Because this, you guys, is your birthright, and it's your natural way of being. Going with a moment, allowing yourself to feel peace. I mean, even saying that is a stretch, right? Allowing yourself to feel peace. You are peace. You are all of it. You are also the chaos. You are also the darkness. You are also the hard things. But deep, deep within, your actual natural state of being is stillness. That is what holds all of the joy and the excitement and the peace and the hard times and the pain and the suffering. So we can sit here in this awesome container that feels controlled, where we can access that stillness. It helps us to access it, right? That's kind of what we do here with the herd. Let's access your true connection to self. Let's find that still point within you. It's your birthright. It's more natural than anything else in this experience you'll have on earth. And many of us just don't know how because we've kind of been taught out of it. But it's a really valuable lesson to remember that this is only part of it. It's practice, because this is the world around us. Here's our still point. We learn how to access it more and more and more easily, more and more naturally. And then we can connect to that said still point whenever we want, whenever we feel drawn, whenever we feel like the rug just kind of gotten pulled from underneath us and we need a moment to reconnect to who we truly are, which is everything. This is the new world, you guys. This is what it's about. We're expanding into a totally different dimension of reality. And this is a big part of it, is learning how to have our feet on the ground, grounded into this beautiful earth, also living in the moment, also living in our bodies, and at the same time, being able to realize that we are the expansiveness of all that is. And we have enough room to hold this beauty, this peace, this stillness and serenity, while the entire world seemingly falls apart around us. Sometimes reality in the physical form takes a little bit longer to catch up, and that's what's happening. The darkness seems to be getting darker and louder. Things seem to be getting scarier. But really, everything is shifting. And that's what we do here. We learn how to access that stillness and the power of the connection to self, so that the world can be chaotic around us. And soon enough, we'd start to notice the reflection in the outer world starts to match a little bit more. It starts to shift a little bit easier. And we also can accept a whole lot quicker that the noise and the chaos that's right outside the door or right on the other side of the fence might just always be there. Can we make that okay? Just some food for thought today, you guys. I've missed you all. And for whoever this message was for, whoever this resonated with, I truly hope that you remember your worth and value today, and that you let the noise on the outside be just that, as you reconnect to the power of the inside world. Until next time, you guys, enjoy.